about Salesforce Flow Orchestrator. So these are the contents we will be covering. What is Flow Orchestrator? When should we use it? How it is different from Flow, its type, building blocks, and in the end, we will be covering its demo. So let's start with the introduction. Flow Orchestrator enables admins to connect several flows and business processes across multiple users. Your current flow doesn't need to be rebuilt in order to support the new feature because Flow Orchestrator was developed with them in mind and allow you to use them in any new orchestration. So now let's see where it can be used. It can be used in a situation where you want multiple users approval by combining related actions and every user or a group of users is assigned with some action. Or in a situation where you want to execute flow in a sequence of your choice or even run them parallelly with or without condition. And it can also be used in a situation where interactive input is required from multiple users or the team. So how is Flow Orchestrator is different from Flow? So Flow helps you to automate your manual business processes such as updating a record automatically or providing a form to collect the information your business needs. Whereas Flow Orchestrator is built on the top of the flow. With it, all the automated processes can be combined into a single workflow. Like workflow, it also uses no code approach to create orchestration. And it transforms flow into steps that are organized by stages. It makes creation of approval process easy and provide us ability to assign action to any Salesforce user and manage the record lifecycle. There are two types of flow orchestrator. First is auto launch orchestration, which is triggered manually by an REST API or an Apex class. And it is linked with a specific record in order to display on a record page in your org. Another one is record triggered orchestration, which is triggered after any DML operation of creation or updation. Building blocks. Building blocks are the elements by which a flow orchestration is made. Let's start with the steps element. It is a part of a stage which is executed parallelly or sequentially. There are two types of steps which includes flows. First one is background, which means a auto launch flow, and the another one is interactive, which means a screen flow. Stage. The group of related steps is called stage. It is also executed sequentially. It have two status, in progress and completed. Work item. It is an element where steps are assigned to a user. After that, interactive flow gets triggered and every assigned user receives email regarding the pending work for them. It have two status, assigned and completed. So yeah, let's get to the demo part. So now let me show you how to make a Salesforce orchestrator. For making an orchestrator, you want to click on the new flow button here in the All tab, orchestrator option. So here is the two types of orchestration. First one is auto launched and second one is record trigger, which we already discussed. For now, I have already created a record trigger orchestration. Let me show you. Here is a record trigger orchestration. Like the flow, we need to specify for which object the orchestration should be triggered. Here I selected the account object and it is triggered when a record is created. We can also specify the anti conditions from here. So we can create a stage by clicking on this plus button, and I have already created a stage. In the stage, you can add two types of steps. First one is background and another one is interactive, which means a screen flow. As I already created an interactive step, which means a screen flow, which will help us to approve a account. So let me quickly show you the flow. So this flow will display a screen element, and inside this there is a radio button which will returns the Boolean value. So now going back to the orchestration, from here we can set the following things like the anti condition when the step should start. There are three conditions: the stage start, the step starts. Second one is another step is mark completed, the stage step starts. The third one is the specified evaluation flow returns the true, then the standard step starts. Select a flow. Here you can select a flow which you want to show to the user. Here you can also give the input field values. Specify record page. Here you have to specify unique record ID where you want to show the screen flow. Specify assigned user. Here you have to assign the user which we have to assign the flow. You can also specify the group or the queue from here. Exit condition. There are two types of exit condition. First one is when the assigned user has completed the screen flow, the step is marked completed. And when the specified evaluation flow returns true, then the step marks completed. After that, I created a decision flow. If the user approves the record, then it will go to the account step, update account stage. Otherwise it will go to the end element. Now in the update account stage, I have created two steps. First one will update the account, which will update the account in the background by using auto launch flow. I'm showing you the auto launch flow. So yeah, here is the auto launch flow. This inside this there is an update element which will update the fields of the account like approver and the approved. Now going back to the orchestration. Now in the another step, we call a screen flow to update one related contact to the primary. Again, I quickly show you that flow from here. So here is the screen flow. It will show you the screen element where you can select a primary contact. So from here is a pick list. You can select a primary contact for the account, and it has also an update element which update the contact to the primary. Now going back to the orchestration. In the end, it will go to the end element. Now let's execute the orchestration. As of now, I am using two users from my org. One is Tushar, that is a standard user, and the another one is Rohit, that is a system administrator. Now I'm creating an account and two contacts from the standard user, giving the name test account and save it. I'm also going to create two contacts. First one is one, second one is contact. So after creating account record, system administrator receives an email regarding the pending actions. So going to the email section, here you can see that the administrator get an email. Here the steps is also marked, and you can directly access the record from this link. So yeah, here is the component screen flow, which will only show to the system administrator if he approves the record and save it. Now I'm going to approve the record and save it. After approving the account, the orchestration will process to the next stage where background flow will execute it which will update the account field and account fields like approver and the approved. Let me show you that field. I'm reloading the page. So yeah, here you can see the account is approved and the approver is Rohit. After that, the screen flow gets executed and the standard users get the mail of the pending work. Going back to the email section, here you can see Tushar is getting the email, and it also mentioned that on which steps are provided. So from here, I'm selecting a primary contact. Like I'm selecting a contact two and save it. Now let's go to the contact two and let's see it's got updated or not. So yeah, here you can see it is updated to the primary. One more thing I want to show you that for the interactive steps, we need to include orchestration component on the record page. You can directly add this component to the record page from the edit page. So yeah, here is the component you can directly add to the record page. So now I'm showing you, we can also track the status of the orchestration from here. Here you can see the status, like all the two stages are completed and all the three steps are completed as we already completed that steps.